One of my friends actually gave this to me. It's a world champion Chicago Cubs bottle of champagne. So I'm going to open this. Our White Sox fan is doing this already, and I'm going to share it with my friends. I will give it to Connie because she is a great singer.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're gonna miss you, man.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, Jason.
All right.
All the best to you.
All right. Come on, Cubs, another World Series.
Another one. Awesome.
You know two of my loves, the Cubs, Star Wars. Look at that.
Nice.
Right? Pretty awesome.
And I remember when I got that at Wrigley Field, it was a giveaway, and the first person I thought of was you, Matt. So.
I know. These are two of my all-time favorites. I got to say, one of my favorite memories was when we were in Vegas, and one of your students got us tickets to Hakkasan.
Yeah.
This crazy nightclub, and we met, who was
Eddie
it?
Alvarez.
Eddie Alvarez,
Yeah.
a UFC fighter. He had just been fighting earlier in the evening.
And just won a belt, too.
Just won the belt and was partying there, and we just happened to be right next to the booth where he was partying, so, you know, we got to say hi and talk to him, but just to be in that club and the whole surrealness of the whole thing, you know, we bypassed the line to get in, and I don't know, it was cool. It was like a swingers type moment, you know.
And one thing that's funny was Matt was wearing a banana costume for much of the trip to Vegas.
Most of the time that I was there, I was in my legendary banana costume, and I got a lot of interesting looks. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people were like, "Okay, weirdo."
Well, Matt, I'm going to miss you a lot, and I'm glad that I was able to see you before I left, and I hope you enjoy your Star Wars Cubs blanket.
I will. I'm so excited. I'll sleep with it tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
So, Jay gave me a couple of his awesome polos from Hawthorne. I'm super excited about these because I no longer have any of my Hawthorne coaching gear. By the way, when people see this later, someone's definitely getting murdered over there. It's August 13th. I don't know what time it is. Someone's getting killed over there. My favorite memories with Jason in general would always had to do with sporting events that we would go to. We were talking about going to a Bears game. It was pouring rain and it was super cold, and they were playing the Ravens. I think the final score was -3-4. Lots of field goals were kicked. And then the Sox were playing that same night, so we rushed over to Shannon's buddy Jose's house and watched the game there. Paul Konerko hit the grand slam. Never forget that. We were also talking about the Sox game we went to where we left early because Jason's caring and kind and said we should get home because I had work the next day. And then Tadahito Iguchi hit like 7 home runs and they won the game.
A 3-run homer and a grand slam.
This is something else that I love about Jason is he like actually probably could recite those stats for you without having looked that up. So that's just been really cool, you know, hanging with Jay. I know this isn't like a goodbye forever because we're going to keep in touch and he'll be back, but those are things that I really loved about Jason while we got to spend time together. It's good to look back on it. When I wear these, I will think proudly of Hawthorne coaching days and Jason Ko.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely, thank you.
One of my favorite memories, I'll be honest, is the time that Jason and I taught together on a team while Brandon was on another team. But there's so much that Jason and Brandon, myself, and Aaron and Jane shared together. You know, seeing my firstborn son, you know, and working with a dynamic group as Jason and Aaron and Jane.
We were all young at the time,
we were
too.
all young. We were kind of like at our peak at that time. You know, those are my fondest memories of Jason, and you know, just a lot of the friendship and a lot of connection and just a lot of sincerity that Jason brought to our team and to like in the school environment. You know, I'm very thankful for that. So Jay, I wish you the best, man. You know we'll be following you, and we'll keep in touch, and we'll see you on social media. We know you're doing your thing out there, and we know you're doing what makes you happy. So keep doing it.
Awesome, man. All right, thank you, Shannon.
All right.
So right here we have my friends Matt and Olivia and their baby Lucille. I actually went to their wedding in Alaska, and it was an amazing time. So thank you guys so much for inviting me there.
Glad you could come.
Yes.
What did you guys end up picking?
Go ahead.
I picked this white shelf for Lucille's nursery, so I'm going to put some pink bins in here for her books and toys.
How did you know I also had pink bins in there
Did
too?
you really?
Matt, which one did you pick?
Well, Jason, this is the third item you've given me. There's plenty more that I would take. But the globe, I'm going to remember you because you're a world traveler, Taiwandering. And we can show Lucille exactly where you're moving to. And hopefully you come back to see us. So
that's awesome.
Here's little Taiwan. I always like to spin the globe.
Here, we'll see.
And see where I'm going to live. So right now it's India.
Okay.
Kidding. Taiwan right here. Right
to
there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and I'm gonna miss you guys tremendously. Like I'm so glad that I've gotten to be good friends with you guys, and I call you guys my Lake County family, and Paul does too, and you guys really are family to me. So
Absolutely.
We're going to miss you, for sure.
Yeah. Thanks for everything, Jason. You're an awesome friend.
thank you. Everybody, this is my friend John. He is one of my best friends. He is my partner in crime in trivia, and he's also my neighbor as well. Whenever I need somebody to help me out, John is the person who I usually call.
I actually have been looking for one of these for like the last couple years for my office, so it was meant to be.
Now, one thing I kind of regret is that you didn't get to see my cat Ringo go yesterday. That was kind of a sad moment, John is Uncle John to Ringo. He helps me out with feeding Ringo when I am away. Thank you very much for all your help.
Oh yeah, I love taking care of Ringo. It was fun.
Cool.
My pleasure.
Well, I will miss you a lot, and take care and have a great rest of your school year, okay?
I will. I'll do my best.
Okay. So what do you have there, Dennis?
I've got two things. I've got the baseball Chris Sale, the bobblehead. So I've got that, and that's kind of more for me.
Closer.
Chris Sale bobblehead.
All right, cool.
And then the other thing is kind of more for the house and family. You can never find a good vacuum cleaner, and like Jason, I know how hard it is to get cat hair out of things.
One thing I want to tell you is that you've been a great help to me throughout the years. Whenever we make videos, I couldn't have done it without you, without your help. So thank you very much for all that you've done.
No, it's good to see you doing, following kind of that passion for what you're doing with this too. The overall memory, I mean, there's been a lot of good ones, and I think a lot of them actually do tie into video. Jason would always walk into my classroom back at Middle North, and he'd have an idea for a video, so that's how the band director came about. And then how many times did I see him juggle and recite presidents backwards and forwards?
I think we finished that band director video at like 3 in the morning.
At the editing part.
At school too.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
I think when I go to Taiwan, I'm going to try to make some new friends, but it's really going to be hard to make friends like you and John and Olivia and Matt. I'm excited, but at the same time, like the friends part is going to be hard.
That's been the hardest thing. So like when you first told me, that you're doing this, it was like one half of me exactly was completely excited because this is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a great experience for you. The other part is hard because like literally, even though we didn't come in the same year, it always felt like it did. I think you're 1 year or 2 years behind me at Hawthorne, but it always felt like you were there with the same group that I came in. So it was kind of a really tough thing of being super excited for you, but also missing a big part of my friendship and experience at Hawthorne is tied to you too as well. So
well, here's the good news is I'm trying to make these videos to convince my friends to come and visit. And Dennis, I think I might have convinced you.
You already said that before, so I will. I got a passport thanks to Matt. So I have the passport, so I got to put it to good use. So it's a good reason to go to Taiwan. So once all this COVID stuff clears up and we're done with that, I'll be over there, definitely visiting.
Patrick, you're one of the last people that I'm seeing, so I'm glad we were able to find some time.
Yeah, definitely, and Jason, you're a dear friend, and like I've been saying, and I just said when Tammy came out to say goodbye, it's definitely not goodbye. It's just until next time. And we've been friends for almost 2 decades now. So that's been great. And thank you for all your efforts to get over here, and so we could rally here before you head out. So I'm couple of favorite memories, and I'll have to say, I mean, topping the list has to be the time that you came walking into the room, the band room, when you had your student teacher, and you were just like, I've got a student teacher. I'm not going to be teaching as much. We need to make a movie. And then all of a sudden, I think it was like maybe a day later, maybe you said, I think a movie is too big. Let's just make a trailer of a movie. And so that's where the trailer of the band director came about. And how many hours do we have to devote to tell all the stories that come out of the making of the band director? But that was a lot of fun when we basically had the whole school wrapped up in the making of the band director movie, which was outstanding.
It's basically a story of bad guys take over the school, and
right.
Patrick is the band director, but also a martial arts expert. It's kind of like Die Hard meets Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, with a little bit of the Siege,
Yes.
rolled in there. So I mean, it was one of those that as it went, we just had better and better ideas. It was like, oh, how about this and how about this, and it culminated in, I think, you guys pulling 2 all-nighters in a row, you and Dennis trying to edit it, and then over the weekend, and then Sunday afternoon jumping over the cafeteria wall. I mean, so that one's got to be up there.
I think of all the things I've ever done as a teacher, that's the most proud moment.
Oh, it's
for me.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's huge. I mean, it was like, how many other schools boast that? I mean, that was awesome.
I'll tell you what, Patrick, you are one of the kindest people I know, and one of the most positive as well. And when people are having a rough day at school, you're always there to pick them up. So I think that is your main superpower. You're amazing at that.
Well, I don't know, man. Thank you. I'll try. I will try to live up to your compliment. Thank you very much, and all the best to you. You're a fantastic teacher, a great person, and I know that this latest adventure of yours is going to be awesome. And I cannot wait to keep watching the episodes and seeing everything you're up to. But I know wherever you are, I know you're just going to continually to make it better, like you do at Hawthorne, and your friendships and everything like that. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
man.
thank you, Patrick, and I hope you have a great rest of your summer and a safe school year. Okay.
Yes. Until next time. Not
For
goodbye.
Sure. All right. Thank you.
Bye now.
Well, I'm with my friend Katie here, and she has a bag of balls. Could you talk about that for a little bit?
Yes, balls. Jason, you wanted me to talk about my balls. And the reason I brought them is because I was thinking, what does Jason want most or need most on his long trip? And I thought, these energy balls, they're full of energy, full of coconut, full of dates. And I did actually put in some dates. So now you have balls and nuts in the same bag.
Were they made by Pete Schwitty?
It's a good probability.
Okay.
Yes. So I was thinking of you on your long travels, and I wanted to make something that would help you and give you energy. And so this is my gift to you from America, my balls and my nuts.
We actually were in Alaska for our friend Matt and Olivia's wedding. What was your favorite memory of when we were in Alaska?
So in Alaska, I loved going hiking up the mountain, Mount Marathon, I think it was. And one of my favorite stories is when we're getting ready to go hiking, and the guy who owned the Airbnb where I was staying, he goes, "Do you guys want to take bear spray with you?" And I'm thinking to myself, is this like mosquito spray that, you spray on yourself to keep the bears away? And the guy just looks at me like a total idiot, because he's like, no, it's it's pepper spray to keep the bears away.
Thank you for the balls and the nuts. And I will definitely enjoy them on my car ride to my brother's in Philadelphia.
Good, I'm so glad.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
All right.